Thanks, listeners. It's great to have you along today. We have some important topics to go over with the woman who is in charge of all things veteran. Christina Bradford is joining us in studio today. And actually, Christina is one of the most modest people you will ever meet, Christina. So I want to make sure we start the program off by just reminding everyone you're pulling together a lot of important resources, but you have a huge amount of support in the community, cohorts, and colleagues who help to get all of this done.
That's 100% true. Not one person can do everything alone. So we love having all the partnerships and all the support that we've had throughout the county, really. So many people have helped us out as far as the resource center and trying to get these veteran groups together, and it's been incredible.
Great response, because again, part of it is the outreach that the combined efforts of Elko VFW Post 2350, the Elko Veteran Corps, the Veterans Resource Center at Great Basin College, and then throwing in a few other collaborators, including Endless Pawsibilities with the Mutt Mondays program. I know we can hardly wait for an update on that one too, Christina, but welcome to the program. You have many exciting new things to talk about that you're launching, because this group is never one to rest on its laurels.
Oh, that's definitely true. So really, I just wanted to highlight the Veteran Resource Center at Great Basin College just as an entity first, because really when you have so many organizations that want to help veterans, it's really hard for a person, especially a person in need. So where do I go? There's a million different groups. Who do I actually talk to? Where do I go? So that's what I love that the Resource Center provides. So really, truly a one-stop shop. Any veteran, and I can't really emphasize that enough, any veteran in need, any veteran family member in need, I mean, when it comes to food, housing, education, benefits, aftercare, unfortunately, those are the things that we can help with. And I love that the Resource Center has combined all these different entities to be able to provide a contact for any type of natural need, emergency need, anything really. So having NDVS, which is our Nevada Department of Veterans Resources, having NDVS share that office with us, Casey Ortiz and Shay Priest, they've been instrumental as far as getting resources from the VA and even just getting recognition from the VA. I mean, yeah, we're Elko, right? Not a lot of people know that we're here. But thanks to the efforts of Shay and Casey and other organizations, we're noticed, and we're starting to get faster responses, more resources, people reaching out on our behalf, and it's been wonderful. So please, I have to just make sure everybody knows, any veteran, anytime, any need, please contact the VRC. Even though we're not open 24/7, we've got a phone number that's monitored, and that phone number is 775-327-2128, 775-327-2128. We'll get you what you need. We'll figure it out. And we're right there at Great Basin, right across from the library in McMullen Hall. There's usually somebody there Monday through Friday, and if not, call the number. We'll get back to you for sure.
Christina Bradford, of course, all things veteran today on the radio. And as she's talking about the center itself that's located on campus at Great Basin College, again, shout out to Casey and Shay, who are in the same office with Nevada Department of Veterans Services to make all of these things happen. Again, whether it's after hours or weekends, it's not what you know, it's who you know, and we're going to get you the help you need here in Elko.
You're so better with words than I am. No. I mean, you said that perfectly. That's exactly what it is. And any question that you have, we have our Legion and we have our VFW. I get a lot of questions about what that is, what they do, so I can help answer those as well. We have our VFW auxiliary. So even if you are a family member or a widowed spouse, or you just want to connect, the auxiliary, we meet every month, same as the VFW. They host our bingos, all of our events. It's a really beautiful partnership that allows family members to participate in any type of veteran events. That's really nice too.
And as you mentioned, Christina, you said, it's Elko. Sure, we're not the metropolitan areas. We're not Vegas. We're not Reno. But isn't it true that we have, per population, the greatest concentration of veterans living right here?
It is a lot bigger than people realize, and that's actually a good segue into the National Cemetery. So I've mentioned this a couple of times, but I feel like most people don't understand the gravity of just how meaningful that is. So countrywide, we have about 150,000 cemeteries. So coast to coast, 150,000 cemeteries. National cemeteries, we have 170. I mean, that number alone it's amazing that Elko warrants a national cemetery. This is a federal cemetery. This is an incredible, it's beautiful if you haven't driven by it yet on North 5th. It is, you can see the marble structures that are going up. It's gorgeous. We're hoping to have that in the fall. And I mean, that tells me a lot about just how many veterans that we do have here as far as percentage, because we wouldn't warrant that if we didn't have what we had. And they're not talking about Reno. They're not talking about Vegas. This is Elko. This is for us.
Mm-hmm. And this is the VA cemetery, as Christina Bradford is describing, set to open in the fall. It is not just a final resting place. It really is a monument. It is a tribute. It is a place to go to contemplate, and a place where our community can show respect and honor. We haven't had that before.
We're going to have it now, and it's pretty cool. We have a lot of things going on for 2026. One of the things that I thought was really interesting is that our partnership with the VA and all the things that we're doing with our new Elko clinic, our new Elko VA Clinic, our VA system is seeing us more as we need more resources. We need more, we need more for our veterans because we have a high concentration of veterans here. So March 4th, we have... It's kind of like an open forum town hall Q&A for all of our veterans. So we do invite all of our veterans all over the county, not just Elko. We want to hear from our Battle Mountain guys. We want to hear, from our outer lying areas. And we're going to have some representatives from Salt Lake. We're going to have some representatives for the National Cemetery. And these are all VA folks that are coming out just to answer your questions. We want to know, what do you want? What do you need? What are your challenges? What are your issues? We know transportation's an issue. We know going to Salt Lake is not always viable for everybody. It's expensive. It's time consuming, especially these outer lying areas. So how can we help? What do we need? One of the things that I know they're addressing right now is, yes, we have the new clinic. And yes, it is a little bit bigger, but we're still just seeing our current patients right now. We don't have the capacity to have new patients come in. So we got the budget approved. We're going to be hiring more staff, not new staff, but more staff to be able to facilitate all of our veterans so we can stop sending them to Salt Lake. So if you are in the healthcare profession and that's something that calls to you, please look out for those job postings. It's going to be on usajobs.gov, usajobs.gov. Clinicians, any type of mental health. I mean, I can't say exactly what positions are going to be coming available, but I know there's several, and they're all going to be for USA Jobs. And it's the same with the National Cemetery. We're going to be needing a director for that cemetery. Same place to look for it on usajobs.gov. And again, that's going to be opening in the fall, but we're going to need to hire somebody before that opening. So keep in mind, these postings are going to come available relatively soon. And even if you're not qualified for any of those jobs, don't worry. We're looking for a committee. This is going to be a very meaningful thing for our town, our community, our veterans. So we would love to be able to have a board, a committee, somebody who can help make decisions for our local veterans. We don't want people from Salt Lake or the VA that's never been here a day in their life to make decisions on our national cemetery. So I will encourage, please come to the town hall on March 4th, find out about what it is going to be required for our committee members, our board members for our national cemetery. We're looking at things like budget allocations, decorations for holidays, especially Memorial Day and Veterans Days. So we're looking for people who really care and want to see the proper respects paid for these ceremonies, these events, and our cemetery, of course. So that's coming up.
That's coming right up. So March 4th, looping back around the town hall, it is open to the community. So where and what time will it be, Christina?
So if you guys remember back in August, we had a wonderful day at the museum for our veterans, and the museum was more than happy to help facilitate this. So it's going to be at the Museum Theater, and that's going to be March 4th at 5 p.m. We'll probably go till about 6. So even if you can't make it at 5, please just come. Walk-ins are welcome. There's no tickets. There's no time frame. This is an open forum. If you have questions, please come. We want your questions. We want your input. We want your information. So the museum, in the theater, no charge, no reservations needed. Just come in, come with questions, come with concerns. We want it all.
And that's where you'll also have a chance to network with other people, Christina, who are interested in this committee and oversight and, helping supervise and offer suggestions.
Absolutely. We want that. We want it to stay local. We want it to be for our veterans, our community, for sure.
All right. Outreach continues with the Elko Veterans Resource Center, which is located on campus at Great Basin College, in conjunction with the Elko Veterans Corps, Elko's VFW Post 2350, the American Legion, as we talked about, all things veteran, Christina. It's very impressive. And with the state services rolled into what we're able to find with the national representatives who are coming here for this special town hall event. Mm-hmm. All right. So we also want to make sure that, we did talk a bit about the clinic, and there is going to be a grand opening. There's a new VA clinic. It is expanded in space, but as you said, they need to expand in staff now.
Yes, and that's what we're going to be looking at again, usajobs.gov. That's going to be for the position opening. So that grand opening is going to be March 26th. I don't know if it's going to include the public, but obviously it's going to be an open forum. It just means that this is the grand opening and the christening of this beautiful venue, which I've done a tour before and after the opening, and I got to say it's been very well received. Most veterans that I've talked to that have been in there has commented on how beautiful it is, how big it is. Like, wow, is this too fancy for Elko? That's what I heard. And I was like, are you kidding me?
We deserve this.
We deserve this.
Yes.
This is exactly as fancy as it should be.
That's wonderful. And so that is March 26th, Elko, the new and expanded VA clinic, which is in the Elko Junction Shopping Center. So we'll look forward to some more news or announcement on that, obviously, Christina. But people who are connected to the clinic would probably like to be there. So that's a good reminder.
Yeah.
Perfect. And and you've got a list of things, so I want to make sure you get to what you brought today. So
I really appreciate that. I feel like there's just so much going on, and I don't want to leave anybody out. One of the groups that has been working so hard on getting these connections made is the Elko Veteran Corps. The Elko Veteran Corps is responsible in a big way for our Mutt Mondays, which is bringing an adoptable dog from Endless Pawsibilities to our campus, to VRC, and that's every other Monday. So this coming Monday, we'll have a furry friend. So far, since we've started the program, we have adopted out 4 dogs, 2 veterans. My favorite so far, my favorite by far is RB and Harley. Now, Harley has been with Endless Pawsibilities for a really long time, and we didn't understand why. She was one of just the sweetest, biggest cuddlers. Definitely has potential to be a therapy dog. We had her one day, and RB, who's one of our local veterans, he responded to every single post we made trying to find a contact to meet her, and it wasn't more than 5 minutes before he said, "This is my dog."
Oh, I saw that Facebook post, and now we're both tearing up because you could tell there was this immediate connection, and it's undeniable. And the fact that Elko's Veteran Corps Resource Center recognize that and work with Endless Pawsibilities to bring people together, because who knows how long he would have gone without his canine companion.
Exactly. And now I've had people tell me they see them riding around together all over town, and that's exactly what it's for. So it was beautiful. So we hope to have more success stories just like that. And like I said, we're going to have another furry friend on Monday, this coming Monday. So do look out for that. And if you have nothing else to do on your lunch break, come and cuddle a dog. And then just speaking of Endless Pawsibilities, so there was a Facebook hack.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we had somebody hack the Facebook account, and they had some fraudsters, some scams. So I want everybody to know that that's been changed. There is a new Facebook page. You'll know that it's the correct one because the background is the new mobile van that they have with their logo on it. And that van is wonderful because it does our transports to and from places like Battle Mountain, to and from places like Elko VA Clinic for our and then also they've launched a new website. Finally, we have a website. On that website is a tab for Elko Veteran Corps, but you don't have to be a veteran to fill out the form on the Elko Veteran Corps tab. It's for anybody looking for a dog. Tell us about your lifestyle. Tell us about your family. Tell us what type of dog you're interested in. And we have a wonderful trainer on staff, Vicky Tybo. She works with the dogs every Saturday. She gets to know their personality, and we just want it to be the right fit. Too often we see people that this is a really cute dog, I want this dog, but they have no idea the personality or what the dog needs, or if even that's the right fit for the family. So we want to find the right dog for you. So tell us about yourself. The form is there. No obligation, right? You just tell us about your lifestyle, and if we have a dog that we just know that's your dog, you're going to get a phone call.
Christina, that's wonderful. It's happened before, and it will continue to happen. So looking for that perfect pet for you, the fit for you and your family, Endless Pawsibilities. And again, teaming up with the Elko Veteran Corps and the Veterans Resource Center on campus at GBC. So if you're in for some cuddling on Mutt Monday, that's the place where you visit on campus at Great Basin College. That's so cool that you get to have a dog in the office for that every other Monday.
I love that. And the fact that it's been so successful,
yes.
That's really what it comes down to. So I wanted to make sure I get that website out. So for Endless Pawsibilities, it is endlesspawsibilitiesnevada.org. endlesspawsibilitiesnevada.org. And one of those tabs is going to be Elko Veteran Corps, and that's where you're going to find that that little informational piece where you can just tell us about yourself, and we can see if we can find you a good match.
All right. And then Pawsibilities is paws, as in P-A-W-S, right?
P-A-W-S-I-B-I-L-T-I-E-S.
Okay. And then Nevada spelled out?
Nevada is spelled out, yes.
Okay. Excellent.
Thank you.
Oh, of course. Well, it's radio, so sometimes we just have to I have to remind people anyway. endlesspawsibilitiesnevada.org, and check that out for Mutt Mondays and much more information about helping, again, another amazing nonprofit in our community. Christina Bradford is our guest today. She is representing all things veteran in the community, and she is very modest about it, but she and her cohorts and colleagues are working very hard to make sure that things happen, that needs are met. We want to get to everything that's on your list, Christina. We also want to acknowledge that the Veterans Resource Center is here to help in times of crisis. Obviously, we want people to know about the 988 suicide hotline. That's the number to call anytime, day or night, to get immediate help in the community. That will activate resources locally, but also to find help. I think you probably talked about this in the office, Christine. I would be surprised if not, but one of the reasons we have a Veterans Resource Center is our Elko police officers responded to a veteran suicide in a local neighborhood a few years ago, and it tore the community apart because a lot of people saw things coming but didn't know what to do, didn't know how to help, and it was crushing. And that death changed a lot of things, Christina, and that's what we need to continue to do. Generate awareness, keep people talking about this, and make sure we provide help.
You nailed it. That's exactly what it is. I feel like the more information we can get to each other, I mean, word of mouth is huge. We just all need to know where to go, who to turn to. We need to know what to say when we're hearing some of these triggers come out of our friends, our family, and then, guide them on where to go. And the more opportunities we have, the more collaboration we have. I don't like working independently from different groups with the same vision. Teamwork, that's what we've always known in the military, and it works to this day in the civilian world as well. So the more we can get the word out and collaborate and talk to each other, I think that's huge. One of the things I was going to mention today is I had a nice talk with Liz Todd at the Elko Community Hub. And her calendar is phenomenal because her calendar with the community hub divvies out between, are you looking for family events? Are you looking for community events? What are you looking for? Why can't we have one for our veterans, right? We have grief support. We have group counseling. We have group counseling just for our combat veterans. We have meetings with the VFW, meetings with the Legion. We have bingo nights, we have entertainment, we've got events. There's so much going on, but there isn't one place for you to go to unless you're going to the resource center to find those things. So they've been nice enough to add our veteran events on the calendar. And like I said, that is all encompassing. Anything veteran, if you have something, if you have a business or something that wants to offer something for veterans, let us know. We'll add it to our calendar. We'll add it to the Community Hub calendar, and we'll disseminate it out to our veterans groups as well. One of the things that Elko Veteran Corps wanted to do going forward for 2026 is highlighting veteran-owned local businesses. If you have a local business or a local business that's owned by a veteran, let's highlight them. Every month we'll try to highlight a different business. And again, this is the connection I'm talking about. So there's a lot of us here. And I know a lot of us here have things to offer and want to offer things. So if we can have a grand forum to put all that together, wonderful. You mentioned the police department. They are still partnering with us. And if you haven't been to a First Tuesday yet, there's one coming up. It's going to be Tuesday, February 3rd at 5 p.m., and that'll be at the airport. They're wonderful. They provide snacks, but what they really provide is information for everybody. And we will be talking about veteran resources this time. So I want to give a shout out to EPD and new Chief Ward. He's been instrumental in trying to get all these groups together. So again, it takes a village, and putting everything together in one forum, I think people like just having one place to go instead of trying to figure it all out themselves, because there's a lot.
There's a lot. I was comparing it as an eyedropper into an ocean if you're just trying to rely on social media. So it's great to know about those calendars. Thanks to Liz, Todd. Elko Area Chamber has a calendar. So does the ECVA. ExploreElko.com. Get your information out on as many local sources as you can, because that is going to enhance your opportunities to reach people who need that help. So, and Christina, you can also email Elko Veteran Corps at yahoo.com. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yes,
if
absolutely.
you want to find out more about nominating that business person.
Absolutely. Yeah. If you're not a social media person, not everybody is, we get that. You are welcome to call that VRC phone number, that's 775-327-2128. You can email or just come to the office and have a cup of coffee with us. We have probably the world's most comfortable couch.
And you have that Black Rifle coffee, right?
Always Black Rifle coffee.
Yeah, my daughter brought some of that home, and oh my gosh, yeah, that's definitely worthwhile. So
yeah.
So you'll get some Black Rifle coffee when you visit the Veterans Resource Center in McMillan Hall, just across from the Learning Commons, which that is the fancy name for the library. And you will always find a friendly face and someone to help you, or you'll find that number that you can call. So even if it's something after hours, weekends, when the office is not staffed, don't despair, because we still have help available for you in the Elko community for all things veteran. Maybe you're a traveler passing through and you need some help. Maybe you're a family member. I run into this too, Christina, you probably do, that family members often need help and resources because a spouse might be reluctant to get help or to know that they need help, actually.
We get that a lot. Yeah, a lot. And sometimes it's just arming that spouse or family member with information. It doesn't have to come from us, right?
Right.
It doesn't matter where you got the information, you have it. That's the important thing. And if anybody has trouble navigating through that, I mean, that's what we're here for. The VA is complicated. It's a federal agency. It's huge. It's nationwide. We understand that it can be very frustrating. That's why we are your Nevada team. We can help navigate through it and give you maybe a direct link or a direct contact. If we can, we will try, because it's frustrating. And we're veterans. We know. We understand the complications of it as well. So if we can help somebody else navigate through it, then that's what we want to do.
Yes, absolutely. Christina Bradford, she is speaking from experience. I failed to mention that at the beginning of the broadcast, but U.S. Navy veteran, served in Afghanistan, Christina. So obviously a lot of this is deeply felt by you and your family and several generations of your family who have served, and we appreciate that very much. So again, talking about all of these opportunities in the community, I want to make sure we got to everything on your list, because I wanted to ask about the Veterans Ball, because it's quite a popular event.
Oh yeah, that's so much fun, and really, so everything that Elko Veteran Corps does, we do through donations. It's a nonprofit. Nobody's getting paid. We're just a bunch of weirdos who love veterans. That's it, and we do rely on word of mouth and getting the word out of what we do. Like I said, 4 adopted dogs. So I mean, we're doing things, right? And we want to keep doing things. We've got a lot on our calendar to maybe incorporate some veteran activities. We've got Team RWB that's going to be coming out. They are instrumental in getting veterans outside, doing outside activities, family activities, whether it's running, hiking, fishing, canoeing. We're trying to get that in play for our area, because we do have a lot of options. We've got beautiful recreation areas. We also have a partnership with the Irreverent Warriors. The Irreverent Warriors is a team that is designed to get veterans outside, get veterans talking, get veterans off prescription medications. They are sponsored by the VFW. Our VFW regional is going to be in Reno this year, which is pretty cool. So we've got a lot of somewhat local, as far as national big groups that are going to be coming out to support us. And I think that really says a lot about our community.
Absolutely. And the team building, the support that you find, you got to just reach out. Just reach out and know that lots of other people have felt the way that you might be feeling. You were hesitant. It's hard sometimes to ask for help and to share those stories, but to get back on track, Christina. And that's what all of this is about, and helping families too.
You're never alone. You're never alone. There's always somebody. We just have to make that connection. That's it.
So everything we've been talking about today, all things veteran, you can call 775-327-2128. You can call that number after hours and on weekends, and feel confident that you're going to find somebody on the other end, Christine. Even if it's just a message to begin with, you're going to pick up and you're going to call them back.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, did we get to everything that you were hoping to today?
Yeah, we did really good. The only thing I didn't mention is the Women's Veterans Conference. It happens every year, and for Nevada, it is hosted in Las Vegas and Reno. This year it's in Las Vegas, and it's in March. But that means next year it's going to be in Reno. So I'll be talking about that when that time comes.
Good. And then we'll start trying to get them to come on out here and have fun with all the things we do.
We need more of our women vets. Let's call it what it is. There's a lot of us out there, and we don't talk that much.
Yeah, you just do. You do and do and do.
I would love to have more female veterans come out and be a part of things. That would be great. I know there's a lot out there.
So you've been listening to Christina Bradford, again, a U.S. Navy veteran. If you would like to connect, please do reach out. Veterans Resource Center is on campus at Great Basin College. You'll find all these resources and more. And if they don't have the answer, they will find it for you.
That's right.
Yes. Just wanted to remind listeners locally, Elko Live's 5:30 edition of this program tonight is going to be preempted by high school basketball. So I guess that's okay. But you can find Christina's program, find a repeat of today's Elko Live online, along with all the other archive editions at elkoradio.com. And Christina, rest assured, we'll be playing this program again because there's just so much great information that you brought today. We really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, listeners, for joining us for Elko Live today.